Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, we are from group 9. Now, we will present our material about error with word forms, error in word choice, and error with verbs. For the first material, error with word forms will be presented by Salsabella.
The first, our topic is error with word forms. What is error with word forms? A word form error occurs when a writer uses the wrong part of the speech. There are three main types of errors with word forms. The first is wrong word endings. An incorrect sentence: until recently, the Hudson River contained danger levels of pollutants. In the correct sentence, until recently, the Hudson River contained danger levels of pollutants. Second is missing word ending. In incorrect sentence, the governor, a determined man, cleaned the river in record time and gained more votes. And in the correct sentence, the governor, a determined man, cleaned the river in record time and gained more votes. The third is confusion between ed and ing endings. In incorrect sentence, Joseph was interested in the story of the Hudson River cleanup. And in the correct sentence, Joseph was interested in the story of the Hudson River cleanup.
Error in word choice. In error with word choice, there have word choice of make or do. First one, using make. For example, she made a cake, I've made some coffee. Second one, using do. We use do to refer to jobs or responsibilities in general activities. There are often routine time. In this case, do is often used with something, nothing, anything, or everything. For example, I do the shopping once a week. He does gardening every weekend. Some fixed expression with make, such as make friends, make fun of, make a choice, and etc. Some fixed expression with do, such as do the much, do something, and etc. Next, in word choice, have word choice of like or as. First one, using like. Like is prepositions means similar to. We often use it before the be and verbs of the sentence, such as look, sound, feel, taste, and we follow it with noun or pronoun. For the formula is noun plus be plus like plus noun like plus noun plus clause like plus pronoun. For example, he looks like his father. Second one, using like. A like is an adjective or a verb. It means the same or similar. We use like after a linking verb or an action verb. We can also use like after a compound subject or a compound object for emphasis. For example, my two friends are alike. The last one, using as. As is uses a conjunction joining the clauses. For example, no one makes chocolate cake like my mother does. And there also have wrong choice of so, such, to, and as. First one, using such and so. Those are following these patterns. So plus adjective plus that clause. For example, the boxes are so heavy that we can lift them. So is also used with many, that, and much that. For example, to such. The formula of such is such plus adjectives plus noun phrase. For example, it was such a pretty view that he took a photograph. Second one, using to, following the pattern. To plus adjective plus infinitives. For example, it's too cold to go to swimming today. Different with so and such. To is followed by an infinitive. Third one, using so and as. So means to that extent or that much. It is often used when we are talking about degree of something. So can be used before an adjective without noun or an adverb. For example, you are so silly, don't talk so loudly. Next one about wrong choice of because or because of and similar expressions or although, during, or when, while. First one about adverb clause markers used with clauses. For example, because the speaker was sick, the program was cancelled. Next example about although. For example, although he earns a good salary, he never saves any money. When you heard red increase when you exercise. Next, while. For example, some people like to listen to music while others take the subway. Second one about prepositions used with noun phrases. There are because of, despite, in spite, and during. For example of because of, he chose that university because of its fine reputation. And the sentence of despite, for example, despite its loss, the team is still the first place. Next is about in spite, for example, he enjoys motorcycle riding in spite of danger. Last one about during, for example, her father lived in England during the war. So in word choice, there have wrong choice of other or another. First one, using another. Using another means one more and additional one. It can be used adjective before singular noun or alone as pronoun. Use as adjective before singular noun. For example, she wanted another piece of paper. I will go to another place in the city. The example of use as pronoun. I have one class in that building, another there in the building across the canton. Second one, using other. Other is used as adjective before a plural noun. For example, I wonder if there is life on other planets. It also used before singular noun when preceded by determined such to some, any, one, or no. For example, one of the books was a novel. The other was a collection of philosophy books. It can also be used alone as pronoun when preceded by determined. For example, there's no other place I'd rather visit. Next one about wrong choice of much or many and similar expression. First one, using plural nouns. There have many, view, viewer, and number. Example, for many, we need so many books. And the sentence for view a view, for example, there is a view man in the party. And for a sentence example of viewer and viewers, There's fewer students who like math. Last one example about number. We have been friends for a number of years. And second one, use with noun come noun. There have much, little, less, and amount.
The last our topic is error with verbs. The first one is errors in subject-verb agreement. Subject-verb agreements have several rules. The first one is a sentence with two subjects joined by and takes a plural verbs. The second, some words end in as but are singular in form, economics, physics, news, and so on. The third, irregular plurals, children, feed, miss, and so on. Do not end in as but take plural verbs. The fourth is when a clause begins with the acceptive there, the verb may be singular or plural depending on the thematic subject. The fifth, subject with each and every take singular verb. 6. The verb in relative clause depend on the noun that the relative pronoun refers to. 7. The number of plus plural noun takes a singular verb, and a number of plus plural noun takes a plural verb. The 8. Singular subjects plus along with, accompanied by, together with, as well as, and in order to take singular verbs. And the last, quantities of time, money, distance, and so on usually take a singular verb. The second is errors involving tense. Most tense errors involve the simple present tense, the simple past tense, and the present perfect tense. The first one is simple present tense. Example, the atmosphere surrounds the earth. Second one is simple past tense. Example, they moved to Phoenix 5 years ago. And the last, present perfect tense. Example, Mr. Graham has worked for this company since 1990. And the last, incorrect verb forms. The first one, simple form follows all modal auxiliaries. The second, the past participle is used after a form of have in all perfect forms of the verbs. The third, the ing form is used after a form of be in all progressive forms of the verb. The fourth, the past participle is used after a form of be in all passive form of the verbs.
Okay, that's all from group 9. If we have a mistake, please forgive. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.